public who are these vehicles?
Thank you. Currently, Kenya Power, with our current vehicles, we have witnessed a significant drop in our operational costs. Currently, about 30% of what we used to spend on the traditional ICE vehicles. Therefore, each EV we are bringing on board is actually saving us 70% in running costs, which basically goes a long way in offsetting the initial upfront costs. The other thing I may wish to note is that currently even the acquisition costs, like for two-wheelers, they're actually cheaper than ICE two-wheelers. And for some vehicles, four-wheelers, they're actually at par. Like the vans, we are looking at them at being practically at par. And for the other vehicles we are using within 3 years, 3 years, we are actually broken even. Therefore, from there, it's a saving all along the lifetime of that vehicle. On the charging infrastructure, yes, KPLC has set up a number of charging stations. Currently, we have started charging stations on the Mombasa Highway from Mombasa at Nyali. We are at Voi, we are at Mutito Abdei, we are at Emali, and Sultan Amund, and in Nairobi. We are looking up at setting up also in Machakos. And on the other route to Kisumu, we have a charging station. We are putting up a charging station in Nakuru and Eldoret, and the Kisumu is also on the pipeline. Nyeri, we should be commissioning it any time now. Therefore, our infrastructure is basically to assist our own transition. But for this nascent stage where we do not have so many vehicles on the road and people are still wondering whether to invest in the charging infrastructure or not, we are sharing our infrastructure, we are setting up our infrastructure in such a way that they are accessible to the public. But we expect over time the public, as the national fleet grows, to have enough charge point operators such that our chargers will remain for our own internal fleet in the long run. But at the moment, those chargers are available, and they will be available for as long as the public needs them.
And you're confident that we'll be able to meet the demand, because we've seen the jump of EV vehicles from 2022 to now. You are confident that the demand for this infrastructure will be adequate from Kenya Power?
Thank you. In the near term, yes. As I mentioned, our annual energy, or rather demand growth, is about 8 to 10%. The demand from EV at the moment is 0.1%. Therefore, you can see still not a major challenge to us in terms of meeting that demand. So in the next 3 to 5 years, we are good to accommodate that demand with the existing infrastructure. Though, of course, as we continue, the issue will not be about the availability and the adequacy of energy. It will be about the infrastructure in localized areas where there are high demand hubs, whether the last mile infrastructure is capable of handling that. And KPLC has planned a lot of investment around last mile infrastructure to make sure that our substations and our lines at the point of consumption are able to handle the demand, or rather than growth in demand. Thank you.
Thank you very much for speaking to us, Mr. Mugambi from Kenya Power. You are the transport manager at Kenya Power. Thank you so much for speaking to us. We'll be touching base with you as we continue with the conference if you have some time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Yes, Vivian, that's us here at the 4th annual e-mobility stakeholders conference and expo at the Kenyatta International Convention Center. We continue to cover footage for you here because downstairs at the Aberdares Hall, if you know KICC very well, we do have the panel there. That's where the dignitaries will be meeting and will be talking throughout the day. We do expect a number of government officials, including the Cabinet Secretary for Transport and the Cabinet Secretary for Energy, who will be here to officially launch this conference and also talk about the way forward, the implementation framework of the e-mobility policy, and so on and so forth as we continue with the day. Of course, we will continue and we will join the others later as we go live to that sector. But for now, this has been the interview with Kenya Power, just telling us about how they are implementing this particular technology and how their fleet is also growing.